Hello, I'm Diane Gander, and it is my great pleasure to be with you today to launch the Australian Institute of Occupational Hygienists RESPFIT program. In my position as Chair of Safe Work Australia, I understand the importance of respiratory protective equipment, combined with other control measures, to protect workers' health and safety. Unfortunately, over the past 2 to 3 years, we have observed worrying trends of increasing cases of occupational lung diseases, including accelerated silicosis in engineered stone workers, as well as the resurgence of pneumoconiosis or black lung in coal workers. Occupational lung diseases are conditions of the respiratory system caused by workplace exposure to a range of hazardous chemicals and dusts. In addition to silicosis and coal workers' pneumoconiosis, occupational lung diseases include work-related asthma and asbestosis. The key industries in which workers are at risk of developing an occupational lung disease include construction, mining, quarrying, and those who work with engineered stone. Let's focus on silica and silicosis for a moment. Accelerated silicosis cases, once considered rare, have been increasing. Crystalline silica can be found in common construction materials such as concrete, tiles and engineered stone. When workers cut, drill, grind or polish these materials, they create silica dust. Inhaling silica dust can cause irreversible damage to the lungs. Symptoms of silicosis may not appear for many years after exposure. Workers may be diagnosed with these diseases and not present with any symptoms, even at the point of initial diagnosis, which is why prevention and health monitoring are critical. Safe Work Australia members are aware of the importance of addressing silicosis and other occupational lung diseases and have made them a priority condition under the Australian Work Health and Safety Strategy. They have also agreed to a comprehensive work plan, including 3 key initiatives that supplement the compliance and education activities being undertaken by work health and safety regulators in the Commonwealth, states and territories. These initiatives focus on education and awareness, including publishing a national guide for working with silica and silica-containing products. This guide has also been translated into 6 languages to assist our culturally and linguistically diverse community. Research, including the recently updated Occupational Lung Diseases in Australia report, and evidence gathering, including data investigation, collection and analysis. Recently, I had to replace an engineered stone bench in my kitchen. Amazingly, it developed a crack. To choose the new stone, I visited the company's workshop. I think they were not quite expecting my questions around their work practices, but I am delighted to say that they passed with flying colours and mentioned that they had received a site visit from their state regulators. Very encouraging. Now, the resurgence of some occupational lung diseases and subsequent increase in awareness of the risks have led to a welcome increase in the use of respiratory protective equipment in the workplace. Higher order control measures such as isolating workers, wet cutting and local exhaust ventilation are critical to minimising health and safety risks in the workplace. Respiratory protective equipment should also be part of the risk management approach. However, effectively using a respirator is not as simple as just putting it on. Correct fit testing is an essential step which assures both the worker and the employer that the respirator fits properly and provides the intended protection. While respiratory protective equipment should be the last line of defence, it is critical that it works as intended to protect workers' health. As everyone's face is a different size and shape, there is no one size fits all. Each worker should pass a respirator fit test before they first start wearing a tight-fitting respirator and before they undertake any dusty work. A respiratory protective equipment fit test is a method for checking that a tight-fitting facepiece matches the person's facial features and seals adequately. It also identifies when a piece of equipment is not suitable for a worker. Fit testing is also essential in making sure that the respirator works correctly and is comfortable to wear with any other personal protective equipment that may be used. I purchased a hat recently for weekend wear. The website gave me a great deal of information on the style of hat that might fit my face and the way to ensure a great fitting hat. The hat came with a filler to ensure a great fit. If that much attention can be given to ensuring a hat fits, I think we can all manage to pay some attention to fitting respirators. So today I am pleased to launch the Australian Institute of Occupational Hygienists RESPFIT program. The RESPFIT program aims to improve the protection of Australian workers through reliable testing by competent fit testers. The program will ensure that accredited respirator fit testers have the knowledge, skills and competency necessary to do the task properly. Fit testers will attend RESPFIT standardised training and undergo a thorough theoretical and practical examination process. I am pleased to note that the online nature of the examination process has been designed to enable fit testers throughout Australia to access this accreditation process. RESPFIT will also provide information and tools for workplaces to make informed decisions on respiratory protective equipment that is appropriate for their working environment, controls and their workers. Safe Work Australia shares the Australian Institute of Occupational Hygienists' commitment to worker health protection, and this program will ensure that respirators now fit properly, driving health risk reductions and minimising worker exposure. Safe Work Australia, along with work health and safety regulators, are making important and significant changes in the area of occupational lung diseases, including reducing the workplace exposure standard for respirable crystalline silica. This change, along with more stringent compliance activities, changes in workplace practices, and improving the choice and use of respiratory protective equipment are critical in managing health and safety risks in the workplace. RESPFIT is an excellent example of collaboration between the Australian Institute of Occupational Hygienists, industry, and work health and safety regulators. I'm looking forward to seeing the success of this program over the coming years and knowing that more workers are going to work with the right protection from the risks of developing occupational lung diseases. Thank you and enjoy the rest of your conference.